Hi, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Zachary Reality, and you're watching Zachary Reality. Give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe. Let's talk about the cast of Survivor 50. It has just dropped on CBS Morning, and we have got to break down the cast. I can't wait to talk to you guys about it because I'm pissed. I'm so mad. This is literally one of my favorite shows of all time. I love and breathe Survivor. I grew up watching Survivor. It was my favorite show ever. And I kind of fell off somewhere along the lines of like in the 30s. I fell off. I kind of was like in and out for a bit, like seeing some things, keeping up on social. I saw a few seasons in the 40s, but like I'm a diehard OG 1 through 30 fan. So I can literally name every player every season. Like die hard. And I really wanted this cast to bring back so many of my favorite players that I grew up watching and so many OGs. Jeff made it clear that Survivor 50 was in the hands of the fans. What fans? And he also made it clear that it was going to represent all eras of Survivor, all facets. But there's no one there from season 19 through 32. Where is that gap? There's not anyone there in the 20s, but instead they have casted 12 people from Survivor 40 to 49 because there's going to be 24 people on the cast for 26 days, which means we're going to have a couple eliminations in a day, which is a lot. And 2 people from 49. I haven't seen Survivor 49 and no one has. It hasn't even been filmed yet. So how are you going to know that there's going to be 2 icons well received from the audience? How are you going to know that you're going to be able to produce 2 icons worthy of being on Survivor 50? So crazy and a horrible casting decision. And I really thought Survivor was on the pulse because they've been doing a really good job with their social media. I thought they were like really listening to the fans. But like, what is the strategy? I'm just confused on this cast because there's way too many people from the 40s. And there's going to be such a divide between the OGs, who are outnumbered already, and all the people from the 40s that like it's going to give winners versus war where there's just like this incohesive divide. It feels awkward. It feels like 2 shows in one show. Hey, Bachelor Nation, aren't you doing the same thing with the Golden Bachelors and the regular people? Like they're trying to like maybe make room for everyone like who's watching, but it's not working. This cast is beyond disappointing. And we're going to get into it. I'm going to go down each player. I'll do it quick. It's so disappointing, but this still is like one of my favorite shows. And I'm still so excited about it that like I'm going to have to like let this out and then come around because I really wanted to watch 50 and I want to watch 50. I'm like barely watching the 40s. So going back to the cast, let's talk about it. Jenna Lewis from Borneo is there. And I like this. I think we need someone from season 1. And season 1 was filmed in 2000. So Jenna's in her 40s. She played in her 20s. So she's not that old. I mean, I think some people are like, if the OGs come back, they're so old. I mean, people play Survivor up until their 60s. I like that Jenna's here. She also played on All Stars and she was so fun. Gave Boston Rob and Amber a run for their money. And I'm happy that Jenna's there. I think it will give that OG energy. Now, Kobe is there too from Australian Outback. He also played All Stars, Heroes vs. Villains. I mean, Kobe is so handsome. I'm excited to see him back, right? Stephanie LaGrossa is there. She's such an OG with being the last one on her tribe during season 10 Survivor Palau. Like everybody was voted out and she was the one person left. And then she had to switch tribes. And then she came back for Guatemala. And then she came back for Heroes vs. Villains. She also played Traitors. I like Stephanie, and I do think she represents Survivor in that era. So I get why she's there. Suri is back as well from Panama, which I loved that season. She's from Micronesia, Heroes vs. Villains, and Game Changers. She also just won Traitors. She's played Big Brother. I saw someone comment that there's just like some overexposure with Suri. Like, she's never won Survivor, but like she won the Traitors. So it's like she won her reality competition show after trying so many times. She's such an iconic player and I love her so much. Who doesn't? And she does represent Survivor. So of course she needs to be on 50. But like if she wasn't there, I wouldn't have been mad just because she's played so many times. She's played 5 times. So it's like, do we want players who are playing for their 4th, 5th time? It'd be nice to see people play for like the 3rd time or like the 2nd. I mean, going into the 5th time playing for Suri and Ozzy, it's a lot. And Ozzy and Suri have played together so many times. I would have liked to see James and Amanda. I can't believe Amanda's not there. We really wanted Amanda Kimmel. I feel like Amanda Kimmel was the #1 person I saw. I mean, maybe my algorithm is trained for me, but Amanda Kimmel was the #1 person I saw that people wanted there. And she is nowhere to be found. I guess they tried to get a hold of her in Montana. It didn't work out. And I know a lot of OGs like were posting that they got cut last minute, like Jonathan Penner and Abby Maria and Jerry. Why is Kelly Wentworth not there? Where's Andrea Belke? Where is Brenda? Where's Eliza? Where's Corinne? Where is more players from the OG season? Because now we're up to Coach, who is our last OG. So that means only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 6 OG players from seasons 1 through 20. That's a crime. That's a punishment. Why? I guess I'm just confused why. You said that Survivor was going to have all eras of Survivor, which means if there's 20 players, we should have split it up evenly. But instead, we only have these 6 players who are OG, and then we have 12 players from the 40s. That's already uneven. That's not fair. Where are the 20s? Why? Why is Coach the last OG? I only wanted OGs. And why did you guys fumble Carolyn? She was relevant. She was in the 40s, season 40s. She was from Traitors. Why did you guys fumble her? That's literally on Jeff for being so mad that Carolyn did Traitors. Did you guys see that speech where he was like, oh, people are going to do other shows? No shit, people are going to do other shows. People want to be on TV and have experiences. It doesn't take away from the fact that it's making Survivor more relevant when people do other shows. I like Coach. I'm happy he's back. He is playing for the 4th time, which is fine. He's going to be targeted. He's not going to win. He's going to go home early. And how is Sari going to win when literally there's 12 people from the 40s? Unless they're such fans of her that they just like succumb to her. But like no one's going to do that on season 50. Celebrity out the window. But of course, all these newbies are going to take out all these OGs. They're going to be in the minority. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. And I just like wanted to see more of a mix with like OGs, 20s, 30s, like have less people in the 40s. When we get to these 40s, like I don't want to be a hater. I love this show so much. I don't want to be a hater. I'm not a hater, but let me start hating. Okay, Aubrey. She was on Korong, and she came in 2nd place there. I watched Korong in 32. I watched like most of it. And Edge of Extinction she was on. I don't want to see Aubrey. I'm sorry. I think she's sweet, but like I just don't really like her. Like I just don't find her to be interesting TV. And like I'm just over watching her on TV. Like I'm just not, I don't take to her. I don't feel like we have anything in common. But like I'm sure she's nice. So like I said, I don't want to be a hater, but like we don't need like Aubrey, like we've already seen her play. Chrissy, she's from Heroes vs. Hustlers. I'm not happy for Chrissy though. I'm fine with that. I would have rather seen Dawn though if we're gonna cast the older blonde women, but I'm not super familiar with the season. And also the reason I fell off of Survivor is because there was too many twists and it just became a different game, and I didn't like that at all. I don't like Shot in the Dark. I don't like, there's just way too many twists. I also feel like they stopped casting characters and they started casting like fans and nerds and just like people who like made a mockery of the show. They only started going to Fiji, which was the same place every year, which I thought was boring and stale and took away from the fun and the excitement of having a season in China or Thailand or another country. They stopped casting villains. Jeff said that they didn't want villains on TV anymore. Why? The villains are great. Like they stopped focusing on like the interesting eccentric personalities and the dynamics of the social relationships, and they put way too much pressure into this like over strategic, too many challenges and just like weird casting choices, which is why I fell off from Survivor. But I will literally rewatch any season 1 through 30 any day. Okay, so this is exciting because the David versus Goliath people I'm here for. Now Christian is here. He reminds me so much of John Cochran, who can't come back because he already won. So I'm really happy that Christian is there. I'm actually stoked for Angelina. I really did get into this season. I think it was such a great cast, and Mike White being there as well made it super relevant. With having all of them come back for White Lotus. I don't know if Mike White will be a target because he's rich. And like, I don't know about people wanting to use him to be on the next season of White Lotus. I love the crossover of the White Lotus and Survivor connection. And I love Angelina being there. When she asked Natalie for her jacket because she was cold, that was such a desperate attempt. That was so shameless and hilarious. Angelina has so many funny moments on her season. So I think it's great that she's there. And I'm so excited about the 3 of them from David versus Goliath. Now we're getting into seasons that I'm super unfamiliar with. Season 38, The Edge of Extinction. There's this guy named Rick. I don't know anything about him, and I do not know who he is. Then we have Jonathan Young, who made the final 4 during season 42. I kind of remember him because I knew he took some pictures with Boston Rob. He has muscles, but like, I really don't know anything about him. Dee is there from Survivor 45, and she's a winner. I thought they weren't casting winners. Why are they casting recent winners? Dee still has money from her million. Like, cast Earl Cole, who probably spent all his million. Like, why are they casting Dee? Who is Dee? I don't know her. I think she's iconic, right? Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I just literally did not watch the season. Emily Flippin, absolutely no idea who she is. She's from 45. She was the 5th jury member. No thoughts, nothing to say. I have no clue. Then we have some guy named Q. He was the 6th jury member during season 46. Did not watch that season. No idea who he is. Then we have Tiffany. She was on season 46 as well and was the 4th jury member. Don't know who she is. I really hope that the people who know who these people are like, wow, and they're happy, because this is season 50. It's supposed to be iconic. So we can't just be pulling random people from the 40s. I'm not saying they're random. I don't know them. They're random to me. If you watch the 40s, they might not be random to you. So please let me know in the comments. Then we have this guy named Charlie. He came in 2nd on 46. I like bringing people back who've like played and made it really far. So I don't know him. I mean, maybe I will watch the 40s or at least give a couple of them a try, but I just don't like the twists. I don't like all of them. They're so confusing and they are so random. And if they were like less confusing and less random, like steal a vote, I don't like that. Why are you taking someone's vote away? Shot in the dark? Is that the one where like you can play it and then you have like a 1 in like 6 chance or however many people are on the tribe of like saying? I don't like that either. There should be twists that like are for the immunity challenges. There should just be other twists. Like, I can make another video on some of the twists. Not that they're going to listen to me. There's so many people like giving them ideas and giving them bad ideas. Then we have Genevieve from season 47. I did not watch this season. I have no idea who she is. Then we have Camila from 48, Kyle from 48, and Joe from 48. Okay, so I watched a few episodes this season, and I'm fine with Camila being there, but I don't want Kyle there. Kyle just won. We don't need a winner. Kyle being there makes me upset. He just won the show. Why is he back? Joe, I mean, I heard he was a nice guy throughout the season. I thought he was so boring, but like I said, I've only watched a few episodes of 48, but like seeing him in the final immunity, he was like nice to Eva. He got 1 vote. People thought he was like, why are they there? 3 people from 48. Horrible casting. Don't need any of them. Like maybe Camila, fine. But like overall, there's just way too many people from the 40s. And we need to do the math here. You're supposed to represent all eras. So I'm open to getting to know a few new people from the 40s. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I am. But like not this many. And I will regardless because I'm going to watch the show. But like there being 10 people from the 40s is insane when you're supposed to evenly represent each era of Survivor and you didn't do that. That's wrong. That's a lie. And then they're leaving room for the 2 people from the 49, and I already expressed how stupid that is. We don't even know if they're going to be interesting. So overall, this cast is such a flop in so many ways. The OGs are overexposed and have played 4 times. There's no one from the mid-seasons, which I love the mid-seasons. I love the teens. I love the 20s. And then the 30s, they think they did a good job. And then the 40s, I couldn't tell you. There's just too many. So, so mad. I can't believe I waited so long for this. I think it'll still be a great season, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait to eat my words. Okay? Survivor, please invite me to one of your Survivor events. Please let me interview these players. I will be more positive, but like I have to be real and honest. This literally was my favorite show growing up, and this cast is just interesting. So that's all I have to say. Give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Bye guys.